Hi everybody, welcome to a new day of math workshop. Let's see what our new problem says. Wyatt saw some leprechauns in the field. How many leprechauns did Wyatt see? Oh, that's right, it said some. So we don't know how many leprechauns that he saw in the field. I bet you that's going to be something that we've got to find out. All right, let's keep going with our story. Then 4 decided to come in the field with them. Oh, so some more leprechauns came. 4 more leprechauns came. Okay, let's keep going. Now there are 9. How many leprechauns were in the field first? All right, so let's think out loud. We know that the first thing we do when we have a story problem or a word problem, we have to figure out, well, what are we solving for? What is our unit? So we go back to the question, we find the question mark, and we go and we read the question again. How many leprechauns? I know that I circle it and then I write it. So leprechauns. So if I want to know how many, I go, leprechauns. Okay, now to get first grade ready, we can practice that. Instead of just going, leprechauns, we can turn this question into a sentence or a statement. We can answer that question. So how many leprechauns were in the field first? Let's turn that around and say there were, since we don't know, we can say, leprechauns in the field first. So that's to help us get first grade ready. All right, well, let's keep going. So I know that I'm solving for leprechauns. I have to keep thinking about, well, what did the story tell me first? Let's go back. Wyatt saw some leprechauns. So wait a minute, I don't know how many. So I can start thinking out loud and drawing my thinking into a unit bar. So there's this some leprechauns. So I'm going to put a question mark right here. These were the leprechauns in the field first. So, I'm just going to put a W, I think, for Wyatt, because Wyatt saw these leprechauns. So these are the ones that Wyatt saw. Okay? All right, so let's keep going. Then the story says, then 4 decided to come in the field with them. Oh, so if they're with the ones that Wyatt saw, I'm just going to continue my box here for my unit bar. And, there's 4. So I'm going to put 4 right here. Well, I've got to label that. These are the ones that Wyatt saw. These are the ones that decided to come. So I can put, these are the ones that came. These ones that came in the field. All right, well, we've got to keep going. Now there are 9. So if Wyatt saw some and then 4 came, altogether the ones that Wyatt saw and the ones that came later have to equal what? Oh, they have to equal 9. So, you know what? I can label this too. So it says now there are 9. 9 what? What's our unit? Oh, I can look up here, leprechaun. So this is all the what? This is all the leprechauns. So I'm going to label that so I understand what my unit bar is about. So let's go back over it. Wyatt saw some leprechauns in the field, but wait a minute, 4 more came, and now there's 9 all together in the field. So thinking out loud here, I know, like we said in our last math workshop problem, we have learned that, wait a minute, we have a whole, take away part, so the part that came, whole minus a part, is always equal to the other part. Okay, well, let's see. I know that 9 is my whole. It's my greatest number. It's my biggest rectangle here, so I'm going to put 9. 9 minus a part. What's the part that I know? Oh, the part that came. Okay, so 9 minus 4 is equal, oh, it's equal to the part that Wyatt saw first. All right, but I also know that a part plus another part, ooh, I know this, is equal to the whole thing. So the part that Wyatt saw, I don't know, it just said sum up here, I don't know, plus the ones that came, oh, I do know that, it told me there was 4. That is equal to all the leprechauns in the field. Well, it tells me right here, there's 9 in the field. So this shows me that I can subtract to find my part, or I can count on and stop at my hole, and then I can find that part there. Well, since yesterday I used this equation, I used my subtraction equation, I think today I'm going to use this one. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this one, this equation. So, plus 4 equals 9. So, let's see. I need a strategy. Well, I can use the model drawing that I used yesterday. I know that something plus 4 gives me 9. So, let's see. I know that my whole is 9. So, let's see. I'm going to put my whole as 9. So I'm going to draw 9. That's all the leprechauns. There was no more leprechauns that were there. So I'm going to draw 9, and I'm going to do it in the 5 group way like we talked about yesterday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's my whole. And I know that one of my parts is 4. So I'm going to show part of this 9 as 4. So I'm going to show it a different way. I'm going to show it a different part by coloring that in. That's going to show a different part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know these 4, if I come back over here, those were the 4 that came in the field. All of this 9 were all the leprechauns that were there. So let's see, the other part has to be, that makes up all the leprechauns in the field, has to be 5. I know that I did it in the 5 group way, so I got 5 here. But I need another strategy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a number line. So I'm going to come down here. And remember, when you do your number line, you can start at any number that you need. So any number that you need is where you can start. That way it makes the most sense for you. So we have plus 4 equals 9. So if I'm counting on, I know that I'm going to go this way. So I want to be precise. I want to put my arrow. My arrow shows that I'm going to be hopping this way. Okay? And I know that I'm going to start at 4. And 4 represents the leprechauns that were in the field. So these are the ones that were in the field. And I know I'm going to stop at 9 because that's all the leprechauns that were there. There were no more leprechauns there. There could be no more than 9. So I know that the hops I'm going to make are the hops that we're looking for. They are the ones that Wyatt saw first. So now I can label this 9 here. These were all the leprechauns. So I know this, and I know this, but I've got to figure out how many hops, how many were there to begin with. So I'm going to hop. I know I'm going this way. So 4. There's one leprechaun. Okay, and then I need to do another hop. Here's another leprechaun. There's another leprechaun. So there's 3 so far. I've got to make it to 9. I'm at 7. And there's another leprechaun. Oh, look, I've got one more hop to make it. And there's the other leprechaun. So I know that from here all the way to here is what I'm looking for. These were the leprechauns that Wyatt saw first. So I can label that the ones that Wyatt saw right here. See the W? These are the ones that Wyatt saw. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, look at that. So this shows 5. And this strategy shows 5. Ah, that looks like it's the same answer, so I bet I'm right. So I can either put it in my leprechauns, or to get first grade ready, I can put it in my answer statement. So I can put, my answer was 5 leprechauns, or I can put it here. There were 5 leprechauns where? In the field first. These are the ones in the field first, the ones that Wyatt saw. Okay, now you have a different problem. Your problem is not the same, but I want you to make sure that you put your unit and that you're precise in the way that you solve the problem. Show me 2 different strategies to make sure that your answer is correct. And then see if you can explain those strategies in your answer. And make sure that if you do a number line, that you show which way you're hopping and what everything represents. In real life is what we call it. So making sure that I see what it is, what these numbers mean in real life. All right, good luck.